Hey, now this is Simone to record, and this is because I've been thinking, and I was like, okay, so I have a lot of ideas, there are these people that are like full of ideas and always like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and the world's going to be amazing. We're going to do awesome stuff and miracles in the world, and that's my guy. That's who I am, and I'm like, okay, but let's now kind of channel that to something specific, right? Let's now like at least the next step and the even better and the like as we go higher and everything. So that's the thing I was thinking, okay, how do we channel that? How do we actually get from visioning everything to experiencing everything, right? So I was thinking two things actually, because I realized that I am uploading this video to the channel named K9 Communication, or I'm going to name it K9 Com, which is the dog channel, let's say. So, which is like the dog channel. And I'm thinking, okay, let's make it relevant then, because that's the channel where I had the promise that I will upload every day and video, like at least one video. So I'm like, okay, let's go with it now. So what's the idea? What's the idea that I'm going to express now? So I was thinking that about this channel, we're going to experience together my ups and downs, my realizations, my breakthrough, my all my breakthroughs, and all the things that I'm kind of realizing right here, like on my journey, how the journey turns out. And because I always had the curiosity to see, there is a turn on my journey. Am I going to take the turn? And if I take the turn, what lays beyond? I always want to know those things, I would be like, it would be so cool if just a version of me in the future that has experienced all that just comes here and tells me, so in this turn you have that result, and then you have this, and then you have that, just to know. But it's just kind of impossible. But you don't have to feel it like this. You can watch the whole series, and you can just skip from the first episode to the last episode to know how everything turned out. I guess that would be cool. I would like to see that if somebody else did it for his life journey. So this is basically. Oh my god, when I kind of express that like this, it kind of takes form when I externalize it like this. So that's why it's so important. And I don't even know if this is going to be seen like from a lot of people or from the right people, but I know that this definitely helps me, create a more specific and structured action board for the realization of the dream. So what about this dream? And what about all the things that we want to do right now? Now, the most important thing to know about this, it's actually that I'm thinking, okay, two things to know. First of all, I was thinking, okay, I'm 100% sure. Like, there are like two or three things that I want to do, and I'm 100% okay to share those things. Like, I would share them with anybody. I don't think that there's a reason to feel ashamed to share this kind of things. And now, the one thing that I really am like, is that this is the year of financial independence. I didn't say freedom, I said independence. I think there is a separation there. So independence means, for example, that I'm not just going to be dependent on my parents or in any other person. I'm kind of dependent on myself, like on the systems that I have found that create income and secure my financial life through my activities, through the things that I do. So independence, that's the one thing which is very important. And I'm still kind of figuring out the ways how I'm going to do that. I 100% believe that having financial coaches, coaches of any kind, is always helpful. So definitely this is in the game. This is coming. That's the one thing. Now the second thing is very, very nice, is that I was thinking, okay, this is like, I'm getting all into that. And this is the thing with the dogs. And the thing with the dogs is basically this concept that I have. And the reason why I'm not so active in it is actually 2 reasons again. Oh, this magical number 2. Let's call this video the 2. So the one reason is because I have started creating some fears. I kind of see that, like, I'm afraid many times. I'm like, oh girl, look at this thing, look at where you are now, look at all those things, they're so freaking, horrifying. How are you going to get out of the situation and everything, kind of fears for so many reasons. But the good thing is that I don't really, fears are not my enemy right now, because I kind of realize, you know what, you and your fears, it's not that you are like you want something different. Your fears are working for you. They want something good for you because they are being created by your own body. So in the very core, they have some reason that is linked to your survival and to your well-being. Let's find it out. So this is fears. And the second one is, as I always say, I haven't found the right people yet, right? This is how I call that. So that means that if I was alone doing that, I could still do that. And if I keep doing that without searching my people, I do believe that I'm going to do that. I'm going to create something because I'm 100% determined and determined to work on that thing and give real value on that thing. So just the accumulation of the value would one day create that. But why to have that 20 years later when we can just have that now, when we can just have that earlier and we can start enjoying this value earlier? So I think that when you connect with the right people, if I know how the team, even if it was a team of people that are not necessarily professionals in everything they do, everyone is kind of getting his own thing and he's becoming very good at that. This is again going to work better than me doing everything. You can just imagine, especially if there was a good synergy within the team. So that's the one thing. Those are the 2 things that have kind of led me here: the fears and that I don't have found my people. So now I'm still devoted, and I say, you know what? I do that no matter what. I just want to do it, and I do it, and that's the thing that I do. That I want to focus right now into, which is, as I said, the thing with the dogs, that is very important. And now the other thing that I want to do a lot is like the things with the writings and like those are things that I do to express myself, because I saw that I found some ways to realize the beauty, and regardless of how black the moments can be, it's like this perception that helps me to always see the beauty. So I want to share that as well. So I'm now kind of trying to find a way to combine those things, combine the one thing that is to like express the beauty, and the other thing that is that I'm going to do definitely something with dog ideas, with the dog concept. And now let's combine that financial freedom or independence. That's going to be fun. Let's see how we're going to do it. However, I'm very, very excited because I believe that just by trying, just by doing every step,